Just 25 days away from opening day in Major League Baseball, and we got to know who's got next. Now, who's going to be the next Major League Baseball player to complete and compile 230 hits or more in a single season? Ichiro was the last AL player to do it, racking up 238 hits back in 2007. In the NL, you got to go all the way back to 1973 when Pete Rose got that on the number at 230. So CT, if you got to pick a guy that might get to that number, who knew it was that hard to do? I mean, who you got?
Shout out to that guy, the little man, 5 feet, 6 inches tall. You know we all about the little guys.
And he's standing on his tiptoes.
No doubt. He can get the job done. You saw it on your screen. 216 hits last year. The year before that, 200 hits. The year before that, 225.
Wow.
So he's been very close to that 230 number. When you look at Jose Altuve, in my opinion, the best contact hitter in the game of baseball, bar none, because he's not really going to drive out of the park. Yeah, last year the home runs were up for him, 24 home runs, but I think that was an aberration. This is a guy that's really just trying to get on base, maybe get you a double, something like that, but he is all about contact, has been that way for several years. When you look at his career batting average, well over 300, so this is a guy that you can count on. I think he certainly has it in him to get to that 230 mark.
I like it. I'll go to the American League and throw my hat in the ring with Mookie Betts, and a couple stipulations here for Mookie. If he hits in that 1, 2, or 3 hole predominantly throughout the year, I love his chances. Why? Because the second factor is this lineup is going to match. And because they're going to match, they're going to turn over that lineup a lot more than other teams, certainly in the American League. They might have the best overall hitting lineup in the AL this year. So I'm looking at Mookie just on sheer, if he plays 160 at a 162, and we think of him as an everyday guy for show, barring injury, he might get minimum 4, 5, 6 ABs on a good night. And if he can crank out 2, 3 hits, hit around 300, which I think this cat can do, the sheer volume of at-bats he should get in that lineup, I like his chances of getting to 230. Look, I don't like anybody's chances of really hitting the number.
Right.
If we have to go out on a limb and pick somebody because of the lineup, because of where he hits in that lineup and the opportunity that Mookie Betts is going to get, and he does, he can drive in runs, and he can. That wall ball he's going to play, hitting it off the monster, is going to come into play a lot.
For sure.
But I think he's a lot like your guy now, Altuve, that he's going to try to get on.
Yeah, and to your point, both of those guys are normally healthy. Both of those guys normally play a ton of games.
We count on them to be there.
Yeah, Altuve played 161 last season, so you need somebody that's going to have those games in there to try to get to that 230 mark.
I think we'll pick 2 guys. If you want to take a flyer on 230,
no doubt.
go with Altuve and Betts. They might be the best of the bets out there.